The media is ignoring this huge story. On August 6th, 6 activists were arrested after entering the Filton site of the Elbit Systems in Bristol, United Kingdom. And for those who don't know, Elbit Systems is the one responsible for producing 85% of the killer drones used by Israel in its war on Gaza. Now, these activists were actually participating in direct action to stop Israel's genocide of Palestine. But the situation escalated quickly. These 6 were arrested under the Terrorism Act, a law that allows police to hold people for up to 28 days without charge. For the first week, these 6 were kept in solitary confinement, subjected to daily interrogations, and denied any contact with their families. Now imagine being isolated, interrogated daily, and not even allowed to call your loved ones for 2 minutes. But it didn't stop there. 4 more individuals were arrested later. Even though they weren't present at the scene, their solidarity movement is now called the Filton 10. Now, we're over 3 weeks in and these activists are still locked up. The terror charges have been dropped, but the burglary and criminal damage charges remain. UK police have alleged that these activists participated in violence against police officers, but footage from the scene shows otherwise. The activists, just as direction actionists have always done, are spraying red paint and using sledgehammers to damage machinery. Now, one of those arrested is 20-year-old Fatima Zainab Rajwani. Fatima's activism has been driven by her deep commitment to fighting against the genocide in Palestine. And for the past 11 months, she has been attending protests, workshops, fundraisers, and university encampments. Anything to make her voice heard. Her mother says Fatima feels deeply about standing up for oppression. She's crying for Palestinians every day and participating in boycotts and prayers. But when she was arrested, Fatima was placed in solitary confinement and wasn't allowed to see her parents until 3 weeks later. An aunt of Fatima's from the United States told us at TMJ News,
"It is hard to understand why they were arrested under the Terrorism Act. These 6 individuals are in fact standing up against injustice, standing for freedom for all, and standing against oppression. How on earth is arresting them under this act justified?"
Now, here's the bigger picture. Elbit Systems recently opened a brand new £35 million R&D hub in Filton. But this isn't just any facility. It's actually Israel's largest weapons manufacturer. The grand opening in June was attended by UK-Israeli Ambassador Zipi Hotzavelli and Elbit CEO Bezhalel Miklis, who has openly boasted about the company's central role in Israel's military operations. Palestine Action and their supporters argue that the activists are being targeted to protect Elbit Systems and its role in Israel's occupation. Naila Ahmed, who is the head of campaigns at Cage International, described the Filton 10 case as a shocking misuse of counterterrorism laws to protect a company complicit in aiding and abetting a genocide. Now, it's important to also note that the Israeli regime is currently facing genocide charges at the International Court of Justice. So this is more than just a protest. It's about how far governments are willing to go to protect powerful companies, even when they're accused of a serious international crime. How is this huge story not being covered by media giants? How are these activists being targeted under broad terrorism laws that have not been used on actionists for Palestine before? Is there more to this story? What do you think? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more updates on the Filton 10 and other important stories.